Over my left shoulder on top of the Mississippi River. We're on top of the Amphitheater Hill, and look who I found. 4th Ward Alderwoman Rosie Brown. How are you today?
I am doing fine. How are you?
You know, it's just another day in the great city of Alton.
Yes, it is. And people would be surprised if I wasn't right here in the midst of all the positive things that are happening in our city on today.
You know, and that's what you just hit it right on the head, because in a world of Facebook posts, when you see this out here tonight and families coming together, old friends connecting,
Yes.
and young people realizing all the good that our city has to offer,
Yes.
it's a good thing to see.
It really is. Our city is a child-friendly city. And I advocate for that particular initiative because it's so important to let our children, our children's children know that, look what you have to look forward to. This is the torch that you need to carry, and you got to keep this going for us. So we got to keep it going in order for them to be able to embrace it.
One thing I always want to shout you out for is that you were always at an amphitheater event. Last year, this year, you're always on your Facebook Live and supporting. And it's just wonderful to know that city leaders like yourself in the 4th Ward are coming down here and being a part of this.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I love Alton, Illinois. I grew up in Alton, Illinois. I believe in giving back to my city. I believe in embracing my city. And I just love all the wonderful things that are being done in our city. Someone came up to me on yesterday. They said, I've never seen so much going on in this city as it is now. And everybody's down here at the Expo having fun. It's safe. The children are running around just free, not fearful of anything.
Yeah.
The parents are just free. They're able to, just let go and just have a good time.
It's old school vibes today,
Yes.
because you guys hit it right on the head. The police department, the commissioners did with the help of the city by saying, hey, if you're under 17, we'd like a parent to be with you. Great move. You know why? Because parents are out here now with their children,
Yes.
and they're coming out, and they're seeing all the good here. And what I think's cool, you hit it on the head too. The children run off in the carnival, but the parents have their own time together,
Yes.
so it's like that old school day.
Yes, and just having that feeling of, hey, it's safe down here. My children are safe.
It's
We're
beautiful.
able to be free. And it's so diverse down here on today. Just
Yeah.
a lot of good food, a lot of good music. The fish contest, that's really cool. Oh, my
I
God.
was telling her, those fish have been bigger than me, some of them.
God.
Well, and it just shows you the resource we have here. And, always love talking to you on the show about things that you're doing. Socks for Tots is coming up soon.
Yes.
When do you start the process?
I start my drive November through December of this year, and I am expecting my city to come through like they always do. Little do a lot of people know, I'm giving out socks all year long. People are like, you got any socks? And I'm like, yeah, I got some, but I need them replenished.
Yeah.
So I just look so forward to my ninth annual Socks for Tots drive.
And whenever I first had you on, it made so much sense to me, Rosie, because at first I went, that's such a great idea, until I thought of it even more in that deeper meaning. Because it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire. Yesterday you could have been bankrupt, and you could have not been able to afford your kids' clothing.
Yes.
And to be able to know at least that some of those things like socks are taken care of,
Yes.
that goes a long way, especially right now with the way the world is, And
it really does. And my organization really help out the schools, the Oasis, the Boys and Girls Club, the daycares, because a lot of those children walk into those doors and do not have socks.
Yeah.
So I get so many thank you, so many I appreciate you, but it's not for that. It's about looking out for our youth.
Yes.
For those who are, some are underserved and probably can't even, that's the last thing they worry about is a pair of socks.
You're right.
But it gets cold, and those children need those socks.
Well, and that's what I think so... Excuse me, what's going on so well in the city right now is, and during COVID, I had a show in St. Louis, and I kept saying, and not my show, but I was co-hosting the show and running a board. And I said one night, I go, I get that the lockdowns are happening, but think about those kids that use school just for that meal,
Yes.
For breakfast, for lunch. And what I think's incredible is throughout the 4th Ward, throughout the summer, there's free food opportunities, and it's not just a hot dog and a hamburger,
Right.
it is a full course meal.
Yes. We have had food trucks come into our neighborhoods, and we've had churches open up. We've just had a lot of people giving back within our community. And I feel that people are now seeing,
Thank you guys.
hey,
Thank you guys
this
for
is our
being
city.
a vendor and
These are our youth.
that stuff.
This is us. We got to make this happen and continue to make this a
Alrighty, we're
city
out.
that
The band
sits
is
on the
about ready to
hill, the
rock
bright
and roll.
light
I'm not sure
in
if
this
the rock and roll
community.
band-
I 100% agree. And you also give your residents an opportunity to hear and keep up to date with your ward. You have
Yes.
another opportunity this Thursday. Where is it located and what time?
Yes, the annual 4th Ward meeting every month, without missing a beat, every third Thursday at 6 o'clock. So the third Thursday of this month, September 19th, at 6 o'clock, it will be at Today's Beauty, 1415 Central Street. We have District Number 11, the superintendent and several of our staff coming in, giving us highlights on what's going on. We have gun violence, speakers coming in so we can collaborate on, the updates of what's going on and any resources that we can give back to our community to help tighten this up. We have all kind of speakers. I have people from other wards coming to my
Yep.
ward to just, get educated, to get information, to get resources, and I welcome them all. So it's always been a meeting where people embrace it. And one time I said, well, maybe I can do it every quarter. They're like, no,
Every
keep it
month.
every month. We love it. We love it.
Well, let me ask you this, or not really. What I'm trying to get to too is I just think it's really cool for your audience to know in the 4th Ward if they're coming to your meeting on Thursday with the superintendent and staff coming. I just had talked to Elaine Kane for 35 minutes on my show, the superintendent of Alton Community School District Number 11, and we broke down a lot of what's going on. But if you have the time, take a look at it, and then maybe have some different questions or some different insights too, or a little bit of preparedness for your ward.
I would definitely do that. And with what just went on, it's just good to have those talks. It's good to have be enlightened on what should we do, how we should do it, and it's real. It may not be us today, but it's them today, but it's
Us tomorrow.
Could be us tomorrow. So it's always good to be aware and to always keep those communications going.
Alderwoman Brown, it's always a pleasure speaking to you. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you so much.
We'll take a break right here on top of the amphitheater hill. You stay here, or you stay there. I'll stay here, and we'll be back after this.
Yeah.